Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day. Don't forget, grab your smartphone and download the Lava Matra app and stay in touch. Guru Maharaj's message is your advantage. The following is a question and answer session via Zoom by His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj on December 10th, 2020 in Sri Mayapur, India.
Pangulangai Tegurim, Yatidatalan Vande, Sigurum Niltadinam, Aramanandamadavam, Sri Chaitanya Iswaram, Harihi Om Tat Sat.
Okay. Question. Dearest Guru Maharaj, please accept my most respectful obeisances. How to develop compassion and merciful attitude towards other Vaishnavas, keeping all the conditioning of one's mind aside. Your sheltered spiritual daughter, Pooja.
In the first and second canto of the Srimad Bhagavatam,
In the first and second canto of the Srimad Bhagavatam,
Parikshit Maharaj asks how to get the dirty things from the mind.
so Parikshit Maharaj asks how to get rid of the dirty things in the mind.
So, this is an important aspect of devotional service.
So, this is an important aspect of devotional service.
We want to get all the dirty thoughts from our mind.
So, we want to get rid of all the dirty thoughts from our mind.
And naturally, there devotional thoughts
And naturally, there will be blissful thoughts,
take residence.
will take precedence.
So, practicing devotional service means cleaning the consciousness.
So, practicing devotional service means cleaning the consciousness.
Lord Chaitanya in his Shikshashtaka, he also taught this.
Lord Chaitanya, in his Sikshastaka, he also taught this.
Chaitadharva Marjanam, that just as a mirror covered by dust
Cheto Darpana Marjanam, just as the mirror is covered by the dust,
has the white clean,
as the water cleans,
wiped clean.
as the wipe cleaned,
In the same way, that our consciousness be cleaned by the chanting of Hare Krishna Mantra.
in the same way, our consciousness will be cleaned by the chanting of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Question from Rajeshwari Mataji. Hare Krishna, dear Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances onto your lotus feet. In the Sikshashtakam, in the 8th verse, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, even if Krishna makes me broken-hearted by not being present before me, he is completely free to do everything. But practically, it is very difficult to imbibe this mood. How we have to be in this mood? Kindly enlighten me, Guru Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
It's the mood of love.
So, it's the mood of love.
You love someone,
If you love someone,
you feel like this.
you will feel like this.
So, in the 8th verse of the Shikshashtaka,
So, in the 8th verse of the Sikshashtakam,
naturally, you achieve love for Krishna.
naturally we achieve for Lord Krishna,
Love.
love for Krishna.
Therefore, I fully surrender to Him.
Therefore, we are fully surrendered to Him. Guru Maharaj, you always say there is heart-to-heart connection between Guru and disciple. But please tell, what is the position and relationship of your aspiring disciple? How can we connect with you?
If you are fully in the mood of the disciple,
If we are fully in the mood of the disciple,
why there not be heart-to-heart connection?
why won't there be heart-to-heart connection? Question from your aspiring daughter Harshita Sharma from Delhi. Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj, Dandavat Pranam. What if a disciple breaks his initiation vow? Please enlighten, dear father, your unworthy son Harihara Krishna Chaitanya Das.
See, normally if one does a sin,
See, normally if one does a sin,
there's some price chitta
there is some prayaschitta
recommended.
recommended.
But there's no higher price chitta than devotional service.
But there is no higher prayaschitta than devotional service.
When one breaks his vow,
So if one breaks his vow,
he should pray to the deities,
he should pray to the deities,
express to the Guru,
express to the Guru,
and beg for forgiveness.
and beg for forgiveness.
Then he should try to continue on with his devotional service
And he should try to continue on with his devotional service
and avoid breaking the vow again.
and avoid breaking the vows again. Hare Krishna Srila Guru Maharaj, Dandavats Pranam. Srila Guru Maharaj, in the class last week we heard that it's okay to accept the prasadam of Lord Shiva thinking that he is the foremost of Vaishnavas. Similarly, if the prasad of other devatas like Ganesh, Kartikya, etc. are offered to us, should we accept thinking that they are also servitors of the Lord? Is it considered offensive if we don't take the prasad? Your daughter Divyangi Lalita Devidasi.
You think that they're separate,
If you think that they are separate,
then you shouldn't take their prasad.
then you shouldn't take their prasad.
But if you see that they're devotees,
But if you see that they are devotees,
and then it's alright to take their prasad.
then it's alright to take their prasad.
It would be offensive to refuse it.
So it will be offensive to reject it. Question from Satyabhama Sadhavi Devi Dasi from Ajmer. Dandavat Pranam Guru Maharaj. Guru Maharaj, I want to bring deities. I want to serve, but I am not very good at deity service. I lack surrender. I lack bhava. I lack resources needed. I am actually most unqualified materially and spiritually. But I desperately want Gauranita and Jagannath Balde Subhadra Maya at home. Please give your precious advice. Satyabhama Sadhavi Devi Dasi from Ajmer.
You can also worship pictures
You can also worship pictures.
called Chitrapat.
It is called Chitrapat.
If you want to worship deities
If you want to worship deities
and practice deities,
as practice deities,
you can tell me what service you want to do.
then you can tell me what service you want to do.
I give you some blessings.
I can give you my blessings. Okay. Hare Krishna, Srila Guru Maharaj. What is the benefit of writing realizations by listening to Guru's lectures? Can it be done daily or only on Vyas Puja day? Please kindly enlighten Gurudev. Your humble servant Harita Madhavi Devi Dasi from Sridham Mayapur.
Cannot write realizations
There is no such restrictions that you cannot write realizations
except on the Vyas Puja day.
except the Vyas Puja day.
But on the Vyas Puja day, everyone should write a homage.
But on the Vyas Puja day, everyone should write a homage.
Other days can be done
Other days it can be done
if you have some realizations.
if you have some realizations. Okay. I am aspiring devotee. My question is, what is the best way to prevent the mind from thinking of the past and future when chanting the holy names? your spiritual daughter, Gunamayi Radhika Devi Dashi.
Seems to be an initiated devotee.
You seems to be an initiated devotee,
You say you're an aspiring devotee.
but you are saying that you are an aspiring devotee.
I guess that's your humility.
I guess that's your humility.
As far as chanting,
As far as chanting,
you want to chant with a full concentration.
we have to you have to chant with full concentration.
Hear the chanting.
You have to hear the chanting.
And so we keep bringing the mind back to the sound of the chanting.
So you keep bringing the mind back to the sound of the chanting.
And I sit in front of a deity or some picture or some
You can sit.
deities.
You can sit in front of Srila Prabhupada's deity or some pictures of the deities,
And like that, fix your mind on the Lord while you're chanting.
So like that, fix your mind on the Lord while you are chanting.
And if you feel sleepy,
And if you feel sleepy,
then stand up and walk or dance, Swami step.
okay, then if you feel sleepy, then stand up, walk, dance with the Swami steps. Okay. Sometimes, if we get the reversible result of any service, how to take it positive and how to overcome that situation with enthusiasm. Please guide me, Gurudev. Your spiritual daughter, Urjeshwari Radha Devidasi, Atlanta, New Panihati Dham.
Seems like you're doing service with some expectation.
It seems like you are doing the service with some expectation.
And that the result is you don't get the result you expected.
And the result is you don't get the results that you expected.
So, seeing that we're supposed to be doing our service without expecting any result.
So the thing is that we are supposed to do our service without expecting any results.
We just do it as an offering of love.
We just do it as an offering of love.
So, it's not that we receive a reverse result.
So it's not that when we receive any reverse result,
We don't expect any result.
that we don't expect any results.
So, somehow,
So somehow,
what we did is not pleasing
what we have did, if it is not pleasing
to someone,
to someone,
you can ask that person,
you can ask that person,
and I hope that it would be pleasing to you.
and I hope that it will be pleasing to you.
What can I do that will please you?
What can I do that which please you? What can I do to please you?
If that's the situation.
It depends on the situation. Okay. After a person leaves the body during the 11th or 13th day, 11 or 13 days, after that, is that soul still in the material world around his previous family, or he is already taken to other worlds for jurisdiction based on karma? Why is there the 11th day period of abstinence from deity service? Question from Sadhana Padmanabhan, Bhakti Vriksha student member, through your spiritual daughter Lakshmi Radha Devi Dasi.
11 days is prescribed for Brahmins.
So 11 days is prescribed for the Brahmins.
And Sudras, 30 days.
For Shudras, it is 30 days.
And in between, some intermediate days of that.
For other Varnas, it is in between.
So, one thing is that we should not be lamenting
So one thing is that we should not be lamenting
when we go before the Lord.
when we go before the Lord.
and it's expected that Brahmanas have more spiritual outlook.
As a fact that Brahmanas have more spiritual
Outlook.
outlook.
Therefore, the period is less.
So, therefore, the period is less.
When the body is cremated,
When the body is cremated,
and the soul should go on.
the soul should go on.
We may still be in some lamentation,
So, being in some lamentation,
and sometimes there's a certain period when we don't serve the Lord.
so sometimes there are some period where we don't serve the Lord.
That's based on your consciousness.
That is based on your consciousness.
When for instance, the head pujari of the Guruvayur temple of Krishna,
So, the head pujari of the Guruvayur temple of Krishna, for instance,
he worships the deity for 6 months,
he worships the deities for 6 months
and they change the head pujari.
and they change the head pujari.
So if there is some death in his family,
So, if you have some
death
death in your family,
in his family,
in his family,
no one tells him,
no one tells him,
then he can worship without stop.
then he can worship without stop.
You tell him,
If you tell him,
and he may, oh, my father died, my mother died.
then he may think, oh, my father died, my mother died.
And so that may disturb his worship.
So that may disturb his worship.
I don't since it was because the soul is hanging around, then
Since
that would not apply.
So I don't think that since the soul would hang around, that would not apply. We know that chanting our rounds is our utmost priority, but sometimes there is an urge to do some other work. Can you share some general things we can consider whether we should do the activity or our japa? Your insignificant servant, Abhay Charan Nimai Das from Sridham, Mayapur.
So, chanting 16 rounds a day takes between 1.5 to 2 hours.
So, chanting 16 rounds in a day takes 1.5 hours to 2 hours.
So, I think there are 22 hours a day.
So, I think there are 24 hours in a day.
So, somehow you have to adjust that and do both.
So, somehow you have to adjust that you can do both.
And sitting eating takes about, and sleeping about 6 hours.
So, consider taking sleeping takes 6 hours,
6 to 7.
6 to 7,
And eating maybe 1.5.
and eating maybe 1.5.
Like that, so there's no time for service.
So, like that, there should be some time for service. Okay, next. Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj.
Hare Krishna!
Please accept my respectful obeisances.
Accept it.
Many times we have to plan to perform devotional services, and because of the physical stress or mental stress or some reason, we are not able to do our service as we planned for. Seeking your blessings of how to overcome this mental sickness. Your spiritual daughter, Rasapriya Gopika Devidasi, Sridham Mayapur.
Blessings.
Blessings for you, Rasapriya Gopika Mataji.
Krishna Josha.
Krishnir Matirastu.
By reading the Srimad Bhagavatam,
By reading the Srimad Bhagavatam,
that helps one to purify the mind.
that helps one to purify the mind. Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj, please accept my respectful obeisances at your lotus feet. If someone is unable to distribute book and instead if they sponsor the books, what will that be considered as book distribution? Your spiritual son, Sachi Pran Gaur Haridas.
That's also book distribution.
That's also book distribution.
But you can also try to distribute.
But you also can try to distribute.
Some will take or they won't take.
Someone will take if they want to take.
So, but on your side, you can try to convince someone to take.
But from your side, you should try to convince someone to take. Okay. Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj, please accept my respectful obeisances onto your lotus feet, Guru Maharaj. In this material world, we have several kinds of relationships like father, mother, siblings, husband, etc. And sometimes we get into too much attachment with them. Hence, this love, attachment become a bane for our devotional service, a devotional life. Please guide me, Guru Maharaj. How can we get rid of this kind of over attachment? Your unqualified daughter, Padma Gaurangi from Ananta Desh.
The prayers of Queen Kunti,
In the prayers of Queen Kunti,
she prayed to Krishna that being a woman,
she prayed
she
to
had all this family attachment.
She prays to Krishna that, being a woman, she has all this family attachment.
So she requested Krishna to bless her,
So she requested Krishna to bless her,
and she may transcend
that she may transcend that.
Having more love, Krishna,
And having more love for Krishna
is the secret of success.
is the secret of success.
We're not going to, naturally will be grateful for the help of our parents, loved ones.
Naturally, we'll be grateful for the help of our parents, for our loved ones.
But we should see that they are actually representing the real love that Krishna has for us.
So we should see that they are representing the actual love that Krishna has for us.
And we have more love for Krishna.
And if we have more love for Krishna,
That's the secret to our success.
that is the secret to our success. Hare Krishna. Kindly advise how to overcome the ego and jealousy. Your sheltered daughter Rajani.
We see from these histories the last few days
So we see from the histories from last few days
that although Shiva is the Maheshwar,
although Shiva is the Maheshwar,
since he's the lord of the false ego,
since he is the lord of the false ego,
he somehow, even he gets influenced by the ego.
somehow even he get influenced by the ego,
And so he's offended Krishna.
and then he have offended Krishna.
Then he prays to Krishna's lotus feet,
But then he prays to Krishna's lotus feet,
and he may be freed from this offensive mentality.
so that he may be freed from the offensive mentality.
He prays for him to stay in a spiritual atmosphere, the down of the Lord.
So he prays to him so that he stays in the spiritual atmosphere, in the dham of the Lord.
So, like that, if we can stay in a spiritual atmosphere,
So like that, if we can stay in the spiritual atmosphere,
in the abode of the Lord,
in the abode of the Lord,
then naturally our mind can be controlled.
then naturally our mind can be controlled. Okay, next question. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. The verse Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhyalila 13:30 Gopi Bhartu Padakamalayur Dasa Dasanu Dasaha. It's so nice to hear, read and understand this verse. We may say your servant, but find it very difficult to follow. How to develop this mood by action, words and mind? Srila Gurudev, please bless Guru Maharaj, your insignificant servant, Gita Gamya Gayatri Devi Dasi.
Servant of the servant of the servant, etc.
Servant of the servant of the servant, etc.
You say you're the 35th, so I don't know exactly what. Say 35th in the specific succession of Lord Brahma.
So now we are like, I don't know exactly, like 35th, 33rd from the distinct succession from Lord Brahma. 33rd Guru Maharaj.
And then my disciples be 34th.
And my disciples would be 34th.
So it's hard to understand servant of the servant of the servant of the servant.
It's hard to understand the servant of the servant of the servant of the servant of
Can't 34 34 servants in you and Lord Krishna.
Can't put 34 servants between you and Lord Krishna. That means 30 servant of the servant of the servant.
Gopi Bhartu, the husband of the gopis.
Gopi Bhartu, the husband of the gopis.
Pada Kamaya,
Pada
lotus feet of the gopi of the
husband.
Lord Krishna.
Pada Kamalayur, the lotus feet of Lord Krishna.
The servant of the servant.
The servant of the servant. And on it goes.
So, why do you find it difficult to follow? Do you think you're the servant of Krishna?
So, how do you find it difficult to follow? Do you think that you are the servant of Krishna?
Directly.
Directly?
We always, even you see that Lakshman, when he wanted to go with Lord Ram,
even we see that when Lakshman, he wanted to go with Lord Ram
to
the forest,
he grabbed the feet of Lord Ram and prayed to Sita, please bless me that I go with Ram.
So he grabbed the lotus feet of Lord Ram and prayed to Sita, please let me go with Lord Ram.
So, Prabhupada said that if you wanted to go with Krishna,
so Prabhupada said, if you want to go to Krishna,
you should pray to Radharani.
You should pray to Radharani.
If you want to go, so that's why we worship Lord Chaitanya. Because by His mercy, we get the mercy of Radharani.
So that's why we worship Lord Chaitanya. By His mercy, we get the mercy of Radharani.
We worship Lord Nitai because by His mercy, we get the mercy of Lord Chaitanya.
We worship Lord Nitai because by His mercy, we get the mercy of Lord Chaitanya.
So, like that.
So like that.
And Prabhupada said we should observe Ekadasi, no grains, no cereals, no pulses.
Like Prabhupada said, we should observe Ekadasi, no grains, no cereals, no pulses.
But we see that others say that we should observe no fat, full fat, no water.
The Purana says that we should observe full fast, no water.
Don't sleep at night.
Don't sleep at night.
And Prabhupada said no, you just no grain, no pulse, and preach.
But Prabhupada said no grains, no pulse, no cereals, and preach.
So Prabhupada is very merciful.
So Prabhupada is very merciful.
And He gave us a system that's easier to follow.
So He have given His special blessings we are yet to follow. We forget.
He gave us a system which is easier to follow.
Sorry, Guru Maharaj. He gave us a system which is easier to follow.
And by following the Guru, then it's perfect.
Then by following the Guru, then it's perfect.
So, if you serve your Guru,
if you serve your Guru,
then Krishna accepts that.
Then Krishna accepts that.
But it's very difficult to serve Krishna directly.
But it is very difficult to serve Krishna directly.
You have very high expectations.
You can have very high expectations.
So we should be the servant of the servant of Krishna.
So we should be the servant of the servant of Krishna.
Of the servant of the servant.
Of the servant of the servant.
Of the servant.
Of the servant.
Do you like our ad-free videos? Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day, and don't forget to like and share our channel.